In lab number 1 for general chemistry students, they need to be divided up into 5 groups. It'll be about 7 students each, and then they can go to each station, and they can stay in each station for, I don't know, 8-10 minutes or something like that, or you can let them flow through. It's up to you. The first one is for them to get used to turning on and off the balances. What are the max and the min? I found students this year lifting it up to see what the minimum weight is that they can get, rather than just looking at the smallest number that can be registered there. And so you'll find students do all sorts of interesting things. The next station is equipment. There's some pictures here. They're just supposed to learn the names. There's a good question here about what is the little ring for on top of a large graduated cylinder, and it's there for safety, and it needs to be at the top. That's important, or it'll break the top off. And you can help them or guide them to the answer if students ask you about it. So it's for students to learn the different types of glassware. They'll write them down. There's some questions and a quiz that they will take in Learning Hub after this. This third station is about lab chemicals, and they are just to learn to write. They're going to write down the names and the formulas, and then identify what type of metal is in there and which category is colored. And transition metals are the ones that are colored, typically. And then students will come over to another station on water and maybe on disposing chemicals and what are some of the common lab equipment, and they're going to write down, take some notes from this station. And then the fifth station is learning how to identify the number of significant digits and how to read graduated glassware. And then there are answers that they can find right here, and then they can look at them as they need to. We'll try to have enough of these out for students to practice. Then those who have done Station 5 are eligible now to go to Station 6, and there they're going to practice what they have just done in Station 5. And so there will be a different station within the section here, within this, I guess you call it a substation. And then there is a little worksheet they're going to fill out and give to you, and you're going to grade it, and I'll have an answer sheet for you. And this one, they're going to read it and try to get it correct. And we just want to see if we can keep students from reading from the top of the meniscus. They need to read the bottom. So this is a chance to give them that correction. They'll often hold the thermometer wrong. We've seen students put the thermometer in here. I just want them to take the temperature of the lab, not of the water. So this is practice reading and following directions, getting the significant digits correct, and reading it correctly, and you will help them do that. So it's good to have a TA on this station and another one monitoring everyone else, and it's good to check everybody in. Check, check, check. So I want to check for everybody who has completed the 6 stations and for everybody who has gotten Station 6 correctly. So the way that you'll check if they've gone through the 6 stations, before they leave, the students need to show you their notes that they've taken on a piece of paper. You just check it real quick and then check them off. And then if they get their worksheet correct here on the graduated glassware Station 6, then they're welcome to leave at that point. We've had in the past Station 7 for goggles, but we may not have that in the future. It depends. Be ready for that. And that is what we do for lab number 1.